What's going on, everybody? Welcome to DQ Takes. My name is Sam Guzman. Let's talk the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is coming up, and this video should drop the day of the Royal Rumble, which will be Saturday. And so this channel is pretty much going to be everything WWE. We're going to talk everything, including the games as well. So if you're interested in that, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's get right into the predictions for the Royal Rumble. So before we get into our predictions, I'm going to talk to you how I'm going to break it down. For the first two matches, I'm just going to give the prediction of the winner, maybe talk about the match a little bit, and then move on. Now, for the Rumble matches, I'm going to leave those two for the end. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to take what Mr. Santizap did. For his predictions, I'm going to list the Iron Man or Woman who will get the most eliminations, the Final Four, and the winner. So that will be my predictions and how I will go about this prediction video for the Royal Rumble. So now let's get into it. Let's talk about the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between DIY and Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Now, it's a very interesting matchup. It's the first Tag Team Championship match on APLE since WrestleMania. So this is hinging on the fact that this is an amazing match, that it is superb, that is one of the best tag matches that we have ever seen. Maybe not that much, but it is relying on that this is a good match because, again, we haven't had one since WrestleMania. The tag team championships don't get many PLE spots, so this needs to be a really good match. This needs to be 4 stars and above. This has to be the showcase that tag team wrestling deserves a spot on PLEs. And as big as the Royal Rumble is, you have 2 Rumble matches to compete with. More than likely, DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns are going to get squished between the women and the men. So you have a lot of expectations to uphold. So I think DIY and Motor City Machine Guns, they're the perfect pairing. They are the perfect pairing to put on a PLE, to have a match. You have a stipulation, which makes it more interesting. You have the tag team titles on the line. At the end of the day, I don't think the Motor City Machine Guns are getting back their titles. I think it's going to be DIY that retain, and they're going to go through WrestleMania with those titles. I think they drop it at Mania, but that's a different topic for a different video. DIY retains. Next, let's talk about Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Championship in a ladder match. Now, this match, it is going to be a banger. It is, guys, this is going to be the definition of banger city. You know how Brock Lesnar has Suplex City? This is going to be banger city. Like, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match. Just think of what these two could do. It's going to be destructive. This could be the first time we see the new announce tables get broken. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I could very well see Kevin Owens do a pop-up powerbomb into the announce table. Or I could see Cody Rhodes maybe doing a crossroads on the announce table, which we've seen in the past with like the match at Crown Jewel against Damian Priest, how the table didn't break when he did the crossroads, but maybe Cody Rhodes does a power bomb, whatever the case may be. But I honestly think this is going to be match of the night. I think when you look at the 4 matches across the board, obviously the Rumble matches are going to take up most of the time. They're going to have all the spots. They're going to have all the glitz and the glam. I think Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens is going to steal that spotlight. 1, I think Randy Orton is going to get involved. And 2, I think it's going to be absolute carnage because you still have those Rumble matches. You still have to compete. Just like with DIY, they have to compete with the glitz and the glam of the Royal Rumble matches between the men and the women. So I think they're going to go absolutely insane. I think they're going to do everything in their power so that they can show out and make this as violent as possible. I think we might see KO try to pull out a pile driver, but at the end of the day, I think it's Cody Rhodes that retains. He's probably going to retain through WrestleMania until he faces John Cena, I hope, and John Cena takes the title off him and he wins the 17th. And I know I'm being really desperate for the John Cena 17th World title win, but I really want it to happen. Please, God, please let it be at WrestleMania. But I think Cody Rhodes retains, and I think we see A, Randy Orton, B, Sami Zayn. And I think we see Sami Zayn contemplate maybe attacking Cody Rhodes. We saw, with Karrion Kross, he was whispering sweet nothings into Sami Zayn's ear. I think this is where we kind of start to see Sami like, maybe I should attack Cody. Like, Kevin Owens is my friend, but eventually, if we do see Sami, I think he attacks Kevin Owens. And I do think we see Randy Orton. That can kickstart the feud to WrestleMania for Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Next, let's talk about the Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, For the Iron Woman, I think it's going to be Jordynne Grace. I think Jordynne Grace finally debuts as an official WWE superstar and she becomes the Iron Woman. And I also think that she gets the most eliminations. I think the WWE wants to show off Jordynne Grace as this bad woman, this bad person that's going to do damage to the women's division. That's how, because remember last year, they made her look strong without making her look too strong because she was still from TNA. Now, WWE is just relinquishing the reins. Go out there, whoop everybody, whoop everyone in that ring, show them how bad you are. And I think she's going to have the most eliminations, and I think she's going to be the Iron Woman of this match. When it comes down to the final four, I think it's going to be Charlotte Flair. I think it's going to be Becky Lynch. I think it's going to be Jade Cargill, and I think it's going to be Jordynne Grace. I think those four, you have the three returns of Jade Cargill, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. I believe Charlotte Flair will probably come in earlier in the match because we know she's going to be there. Becky Lynch, we don't know. We're just assuming that she's going to be there, but more than likely she'll come down later down the line, like 27, 28, 26. I see her being there as early as maybe 20. I think she's going to be coming between that 20 range, 30, right? I don't think 30 because I think someone else is going to come in at 30. I'll mention that. And I think the winner is going to be Jade Cargill. A lot of people have been throwing around Charlotte Flair. A lot of people have been throwing around maybe the possibility of Becky Lynch or Io Sky. I'm going to go with Jade Cargill. Let's put gold around her waist. Let's just go for it. Let's just give her that push. Let's make her look strong. Let's make her look like the bad woman that we thought she was when she came in. And she is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that she isn't. I think you got to make her look like that bad woman. Have her win the Royal Rumble. Have her go after, say, Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton. I wouldn't mind if she beat Rhea Ripley. I wouldn't mind if she beat Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind it at all, honestly. And I think if you put gold around her waist, it is an investment. And then you can also have that feud with Bianca Belair in the midst of that. I mean, you could even throw in Bianca Belair in a triple threat. We've seen it before. There's precedent for it. So even if you wanted to, you could throw in Bianca Belair in a triple threat for the title at WrestleMania. I know it'd probably be like you're throwing it in because you want to have that, but then you have this other person who now third wheeling, and that's most likely either Tiffany Stratton or Rhea Ripley, and now they become a third wheel to a bigger feud. So I get why you wouldn't do that, but I still want to go with Jade Cargill. That's my prediction because I don't want to go with the basic of Charlotte Flair or Io Sky. I'm going with Jade Cargill. Also, I think it's a really good investment into this women's division. Also, surprise entrance. I forgot to mention this. For the women, AJ Lee. I'm calling it. I'm calling AJ Lee right now. It's going to be AJ Lee. She's going to return at, I don't know when. I don't know when. If she did, it would be 30. I don't think she's going to be in the final four. If she does return, I don't think she's returning at all, to be honest, but I'm going to call it anyways. And if she does return, she's going to be in the final four. I'm just calling that right now. All right, I forgot about it, but I'm calling it right now. Now let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble. Now for the Iron Man, I think it's going to be Roman Reigns. I think they're going to go out there, toss out Roman Reigns in there early, and then they're going to have him go all the way to the end. I think they're going to have Roman look strong, look like the tribal chief once again, make him look like this dominant figure that he has been looking like since 2020. I think they want him to regain that status. Now for most eliminations, it's going to be Jacob Fatu. It's going to be Jacob Fatu. Don't deny it. Jacob Fatu, this is what I want. I want Jacob Fatu to go in there and clean house. I want him to go in there, super kick someone, he's out. Super kick somebody, he's out. All of a sudden, moonsault, roll him out. I want him to go in there, and within the first 15 seconds, I want him to clear the entire ring and then sit there, wait. Person comes in, boom, super kick, all of a sudden goes into the hip drop, tosses him out. I want him to clean house. I want him to look like no one can eliminate him. I want him to look like 2020 Brock Lesnar. I want him to be that dominant figure that it looks like nobody's going to eliminate him. And then you can have Roman go out there and then toss him over and make him look like the tribal chief. There you go. Done. I think that Jacob Fatu is the obvious answer for most eliminations. Final four: John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. I think that's the easy answer. You have all four guys in there in that ring. Everyone has had problems with one another one another at some point. You have John Cena and CM Punk, obviously 2011. You have John Cena, Roman Reigns. You had their match at SummerSlam and matches before that. You have Seth Rollins and John Cena when Seth Rollins was a part of the Authority and John Cena was trying to become the 16-time world champion and he was holding the US title. You have CM Punk and Seth Rollins. We know their beef. You have Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. They have their beef. CM Punk and Roman Reigns obviously have a slight beef. So there's so much going in within those four that you can intertwine and interweave in these storylines. Like it would be cinema. It's just cinema. And I'm predicting those four to be the last four in the Rumble. For the winner, it's going to be CM Punk. It's going to be CM Punk. He's going to challenge Cody Rhodes, and it's going to be CM Punk and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Even though I wanted so badly to be John Cena. I wanted so badly to be John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. It is like the perfect story. The two biggest baby faces this company has probably ever seen. I wouldn't say Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes, the big baby face of the company right now. John Cena, the former big baby face of the past. But John Cena is not winning the Royal Rumble. And even if he wins Elimination Chamber, he would have to challenge Gunther because CM Punk is going to challenge Cody Rhodes. So at the end of the day, it's going to be CM Punk. And I'm going to be happy with it. Like, whatever we get from CM Punk, whether he challenges Gunther, whether he challenges Cody Rhodes, or even if he challenges Obafemi down in NXT, which is not going to happen because that would be an absolute tomfoolery of the Royal Rumble, it's going to be CM Punk. It's going to be CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. And I'm going to have to just let that go. And now, last thing, surprises. Don't forget Hikuleo. Hikuleo can make his debut in the Royal Rumble. I think also you're going to see Joe Hendry. 100% you're going to see Joe Hendry. I think you could see Aleister Black. And I think you could also see, or I think you should prepare to see Matt Cardona. I think he could very well be in there. And if The Rock is in the Rumble, he's winning. Simple as that. If The Rock is there, he's winning. Don't think twice. Don't think thrice. If The Rock's there, he's winning. Simple as that. Those are my predictions for the Royal Rumble. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tell me what are your predictions for the Royal Rumble. Thank y'all for watching, and as always, peace.